Welcome to What You Missed Today from Voice of Emirates, an AI-powered daily news bulletin where we bring you a concise roundup of the top stories we have covered since this morning, from local, Arab and international news to economy, entertainment, sports and lifestyle. I'm the virtual presenter for Voice of Emirates. Now, let's begin with the highlights of what you may have missed today. UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and Chadian President Mahamat Idris Deby Itno discussed ways to strengthen cooperation during the Chadian leader's visit to the Emirates. Talks focused on trade, investment, energy, infrastructure, and regional developments, reaffirming both countries' commitment to deeper strategic partnership. Representing the UAE President at the Mercosur Summit, Minister of Foreign Trade, Dr. Thani Al-Zayudi, said, "Rapid geopolitical changes are reshaping the global economy." He reaffirmed the UAE's commitment to expanding strategic partnerships with Mercosur and strengthening trade, investment, and economic cooperation. Dubai International Airport is preparing for one of its busiest travel periods, expecting around 3 million guests during the first half of July. Airport authorities have activated a comprehensive summer readiness plan to ensure smooth operations, efficient passenger services, and seamless travel throughout the holiday peak. And from the international news, the Gaza Administration Committee met with the Peace Council to review humanitarian relief and reconstruction efforts. Discussions focused on accelerating aid delivery, restoring essential services, and coordinating international support to advance recovery and rebuilding across the Gaza Strip. A U.S. congressional report has accused South Korea of unfairly targeting American companies through discriminatory regulations and enforcement. The report claims the measures have particularly affected U.S. technology firms, raising concerns over fair competition and trade relations between the two allies. Donald Trump has sparked online controversy after posting a mysterious patriotic painting featuring George Washington, the Statue of Liberty, futuristic symbols, and a humanoid robot. The unusual image drew mixed reactions, with critics calling it AI-style political imagery and supporters viewing it as a celebration of American history and innovation. The opening of the French alliance in La Yun marks a new step in strengthening cultural cooperation between France and Morocco. The center aims to promote French language learning, cultural exchange, and educational programs, while reflecting the growing strategic partnership between the two countries. And from the political news, political researcher Tariq Abu Zainab said the UAE's approach toward Lebanon goes beyond humanitarian aid, describing it as a strategic position rooted in support for stability, sovereignty, and Arab balance. He stressed that Abu Dhabi's role reflects long-term commitment to Lebanon's recovery and regional security. Speaking in Iowa, President Donald Trump praised the state's role in American politics and reaffirmed his commitment to the America First agenda ahead of the midterm elections. He highlighted tax cuts, border security, and economic growth as key priorities, while urging Republicans to maintain their congressional majority. Former Egyptian Foreign Minister Nabil Fahmy has officially assumed his duties as Secretary-General of the Arab League for a 5-year term, succeeding Ahmed Abul Gheit. In his first meetings, Fahmy outlined priorities to strengthen joint Arab action and address the region's political, economic, and security challenges. And from the business news, Most Gulf stock markets closed higher as optimism over ongoing US-Iran talks boosted investor confidence. Strong gains were recorded in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, while easing geopolitical tensions and expectations of lower oil market risks helped improve sentiment across regional exchanges. DP World has received the first ship-to-shore crane for Syria's port of Tartus, marking a major milestone in the port's modernization. The delivery is part of the company's long-term investment to upgrade infrastructure, boost cargo handling capacity, and transform Tartus into a key regional trade hub. Gold prices climbed by more than $4 as investors awaited developments in US-Iran negotiations. Market uncertainty boosted demand for the precious metal, while traders also looked ahead to upcoming US economic data for clues on the Federal Reserve's next interest rate decision. And from the science and technology news, Meta is exploring a major shift into cloud computing, aiming to monetize excess AI computing capacity built through its massive data center investments. The move could position the company to compete with Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, while opening a new revenue stream beyond its core advertising business. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission has warned that AI chatbots producing biased or manipulated responses could violate consumer protection laws. The agency says companies must ensure their AI systems remain accurate, transparent, and free from ideological or deceptive influence, or face possible regulatory action. The European Union has agreed to simplify parts of its AI Act, giving companies more time to meet key compliance requirements. High-risk AI obligations will be delayed until 2027 and 2028, easing pressure on businesses while maintaining safeguards for transparency, safety, and responsible AI development. And what you might missed from the art and entertainment news. Nearly 1,000 years ago, Ibn al-Haytham transformed the science of light and vision. Through his groundbreaking book of optics, he proved that light enters the eye rather than being emitted from it. While pioneering the experimental scientific method, his discoveries laid the foundation for modern optics, cameras, and vision science. Egyptian architect Hassan Fatih transformed sustainable architecture with his new Gorna project, using local materials and climate-friendly designs to create affordable homes. His vision of blending heritage with innovation inspired architects worldwide and remains a global model for environmentally responsible building. The scientific revolution transformed humanity's view of the universe, replacing centuries of old beliefs with observation and experimentation. From Copernicus and Galileo to Kepler and Newton, groundbreaking discoveries revealed Earth's place in the solar system and laid the foundations of modern science that continue to shape the world today. We conclude our roundup with the top sports news stories you might have missed. Belgium produced one of the greatest comebacks of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, overturning a 2-goal deficit to defeat Senegal 3-2 after extra time. Romelu Lukaku sparked the fight back before Yuri Tielemans equalized and then converted a dramatic late penalty, sending the Red Devils into the round of 16, where they will face the United States. England booked their place in the World Cup round of 16 after a 2-1 comeback win over DR Congo in Atlanta. Brian Sabinga gave Congo an early lead, but Harry Kane equalized in the 75th minute before scoring the winner in the 86th, setting up England's next clash with Mexico. That was your roundup of what you may have missed today from Voice of Emirates. For the full stories, visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates. Thank you for watching. See you next time.